This is my 12-month review of the GreenWorks 80-volt battery-powered lawnmower. Since lawnmowers aren't exactly cheap, this will be a very in-depth video that'll hopefully answer any questions that you might have. There's a few different versions of this mower, but I'll have a direct Amazon link to this particular model down below in the video description. I'm going to cover everything from the original delivery at the start of last year, the maintenance, how it mows, and much more, so sit back, relax, and let's do this. We'll start by jumping back to February of 2021. I ordered this from Amazon and I had bought it on sale for $425, but I actually just checked today's price the day that I'm uploading this video, and it's on sale again down to $400. It was delivered to me by UPS. They just dropped it off at the door. I didn't have to sign for it or anything like that, and it was shipped to me in the manufacturer's original packaging. So pay attention to the tracking information, that way you know what day it's getting delivered, and it's not just sitting out there on your doorstep for somebody to steal. Of course, as I showed earlier, the box is big and heavy, so you might need a little help moving it inside. Included with the mower are 2 rechargeable 80-volt batteries, a mulching plug, a side discharge chute, a bag to catch grass clippings, and the 80-volt fast charger. The assembly is pretty easy. There's a pair of bolts and knobs that you need to unscrew from the lower handle. That way you can attach the upper handle to it. Once you've removed those, line up the holes of the upper handle with the lower handle. Now use the bolts and knobs to secure the upper and lower handle together. Next, there's a pair of handle knobs. You simultaneously pull those outwards, and now you can bring the handle back. And there are 3 different positions to lock the handle into, which lets you adjust the handle to a height that you find more comfortable. If you want to mulch with the mower, lift the rear mower door and you'll find your mulching plug is already inside. It simply slides in there, but I'm going to remove it so that I can show you how to install the grass catch bag. So if you plan on using the grass catch bag instead, lift the rear mower door and put the 2 hooks of the bag over the door rod. To remove the bag, lift the door up and just simply unhook the bag, and that's it. And finally, your third option is the side discharge, which is how I mow. Lift the mower's discharge cover and line up the grooves of the discharge chute with the rod of the discharge cover. Just like that. As you can see, there are several options to pick from for cutting height, and it's very easy to adjust the height of the lawnmower. Just grab this green knob and move it to whatever height you need. And the mower will lift or lower all in one motion. The mower can also be stored vertically if you need to save space. Just pull these 2 knobs outwards to release the handle from the adjustment slots. Lay the handle all the way forward. And then stand your mower up as shown. Now I'll show you how to charge the batteries. Just slide the battery into the charger until it clicks into place, and the green light on the charger will start blinking. And once the battery is fully charged, it will be a solid green light. This is a fast charger, so it only takes about 30 minutes to fully charge the battery. As far as how long do the batteries last, the average runtime is also about 30 minutes, which is enough for the average residential lot, which nowadays is about 1/5 of an acre. Though there are people that use this mower for half-acre lots, and GreenWorks advertises this for up to a 1-acre lot, but to me, that might be pushing it. I've gotten more time than the 30-minute average, but I do mow the yard weekly. If you're letting your grass get overgrown, or if the grass is really damp, those factors will cause the mower to have to work harder, which of course shortens the runtime that you'll get from the battery. One more thing I want to mention when charging the battery: the charger does make noise. Because it's a quick charger, it has a fan built into it. This fan blows air into the battery as it charges to help prevent it from overheating. So when charging, this noise is normal. Let's put the battery in the mower. Lift the battery door and firmly push the battery in it until it clicks into place. Just like that. To remove the battery, open the battery door, firmly push down on the release tab, and just pull the battery out. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to start this mower. I'm in sunny Florida, so I've already used my mower for this year. All you have to do is take your mower out from storage, put the battery in, and starting it couldn't be easier. Hold down on this green button, pull down on the lever, and release the button. That's it. So much better than pulling on the cord for a gas mower. Another thing is this mower is much quieter than a gas mower. Usually with a gas mower, if somebody's talking to you, you have to shut it off to hear them. But this mower is much quieter. It seems like it makes half the noise of my gas mower, if that. It still makes noise, of course, but it's nothing like gas, and you could hold a conversation over the noise if you wanted to. I can barely hear it from the inside of the house. A video won't do it much justice, but either way, here's the sound test. Another benefit is there's no gas and oil that you have to keep on hand, which also means this mower doesn't have the fumes associated with gas, if that's something that bothers you. It's noticeably lighter than gas mowers, and that's great because, for instance, it's easier to load into the back of the truck if you're taking it to someone else's house. But the real benefit of the lighter weight is for when you're actually mowing with it. Every time you turn the mower, back up with it, just any maneuver, is so much easier than the typical gas mower. And I didn't realize how bad it was going around the yard with a gas mower until I bought this GreenWorks mower. I used it consistently, and then one day I used the gas mower at my parents' house. I had gotten so used to my GreenWorks, using their mower made me hate the thought of getting another gas one. It made me realize just how much louder the gas is and how much more effort it takes to maneuver it. Another thing, my battery-operated GreenWorks mower is not self-propelled. Their gas mower, as well as my gas mower that I used to use, are both self-propelled. But because the GreenWorks is so lightweight, it doesn't matter that it's not self-propelled. It is still so much easier to mow with than the gas mowers. And they do make self-propelled GreenWorks mowers, but they are heavier, which means they won't be as easy to turn as the non-self-propelled. Plus, they are more expensive. I know I spent some time on that, but trust me, this one has been so effortless to use compared to the gas. Now let's talk about the motor. This model has a brushless motor and a 21-inch steel cutting deck. The motor has what GreenWorks calls a smart cut load sensor, which really isn't that special. What it means is that the mower will run at 2 different speeds, depending on how thick, tall, or wet the grass is. And you can't control the speed of the motor. It'll just change automatically. So what happens is, as you're mowing and you're cutting grass that's a normal height, if you come across a thicker or taller patch of grass, the motor starts running at a higher speed. And you can hear it when it does this. It makes a little more noise. So it'll run at a higher speed to handle the thicker grass that it's having to mow through. Once you get back into shorter grass, it automatically cycles back to its normal motor speed. Of course, this means if you let your grass get really overgrown, whenever you do mow it, the motor will run at that higher speed, and your battery won't last as long as it normally would. I do want to say I've mowed a very overgrown yard with this mower, where its weeds were past the motor housing, and the mower was able to handle it well. An advantage of a gas power is that it does have more cutting power, but in most people's cases you really won't need it anyways. Let's cover the maintenance associated with the GreenWorks mower. Gas mowers require some work every now and then, such as changing the spark plugs, oil, air filter. You don't have any of that with the battery-operated mower. There's one page in the user manual for maintenance, and that just tells you how to replace the cutting blade, which is expected. And that's it with the maintenance. Gas mowers also had to be winterized before you put them away for the season. You don't have to do that with the GreenWorks. At the end of the year, you just put it in the garage or shed like you normally would. And then when next season comes around, take it back out, put the battery in, and press the button to start it, and that's it. After each use, I brush the mower off to remove any dirt or debris. You do not want to clean it off with a water hose, and you don't want to leave it out in the rain. Just don't expose it to water for obvious reasons. Another thing is only put the battery in the mower when you're going to use it. Anytime you're transporting it in the truck, cleaning it off, or if you hit something and you want to turn it over to check under the deck, or just whenever you're done mowing with it, you always remove the battery no matter what. There is a risk with electric mowers accidentally jump starting when the battery is in them. And I do recommend storing and charging the batteries inside the house. Long term, I don't think you want to leave them out in the shed. As I mentioned earlier, the mower cuts really well, even if you let the yard get out of hand. This is actually my second battery-powered mower. My first was a Cobalt 80 volt, which I had for a few years, and I gave it to someone that was moving to their first house, which gave me an excuse to buy the GreenWorks. I had a gas mower for many years and grew up cutting with gas mowers. I'm not saying gas mowers are bad, but I will never buy another one now that I'm used to electric. They're quieter, so easy to start, and actually using them feels pretty effortless compared to the gas. Not to mention not having to do any maintenance. The only advantage I give to the gas is that it has more power, but for most residential homeowners, that's not a problem. Like I said, the last time I looked, the mower was on sale, cheaper than what I paid for it, but even at full price, I'd still recommend it. And I'll have the Amazon link to it below in the video description. Thank you very much for watching.